In a movie about 33 men, it was such a pleasure to see a strong woman portrayed. Did you meet the actual lady that you were portraying, Maria?
Maria Segovia? Yes,
Yeah.
I did. But we've already started the film. But when she came, it was very moving to me because I've already, talked instead of her in the movie. And the recognition in the eyes was beautiful. There's something about surviving in her that is so deep and so I was really taken in her eyes, and we grabbed each other and I said, I'm sorry, I'm not Chilean, and she said to me, that has nothing to do with it. Okay. So there was a very welcoming way for me to get involved in the story and portray her, because she was a force of nature. She was angry, but in the best way. She couldn't let it go like this. And she always fought for the 33 men, not only for her brother. And that was very special, I thought. She was the mother of Camp Hope, the mayor. She was called the mayor of Camp Hope.
And I think the families really helped get them out of there. It looked at some point as if nobody was going to bother.
Nobody was going to bother because it was a private mine.
Yeah.
And so they tried to call the regional government, and they wouldn't do anything because they didn't have the green light to do anything. Then when the journalists came the next day and started filming, because they heard there was some kind of problem in this mine, then it started spreading up in the country, and then the government moved, and then they found solution. Then they fought like crazy for it. But the women initiated really the movement of doing something.
Definitely.
Taking action.
It must have been so stressful for her not knowing if her brother was alive, especially for the first 17 days. What did you draw on to portray that stress and that fear that she was going through?
Well, everybody has their own journey, inside of your private life. So it's you always find parallel in your own life in order something you want to raise, something you want to change, inside of you and your family. So there was. I won't get into details, but definitely you can find things.
Yes.
That's why when you see a film like this, it becomes universal because you feel you can relate to those people.
How difficult was it to do a Chilean accent?
Well, we had a wonderful language coach, and it was, you have to take time to do it, but I don't think it's that difficult.
You did a great job at it, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
The film has already opened in Chile. What was the reception like there?
I heard it was fantastic. I couldn't go there because I was doing Antigone on stage, but I heard they had a wonderful reception. Very moving because, it's a story it's their story. It's our story, but it's their story first.
And what can we see you in next?
Oh, well, I did so many movies. There's a film I did, Nobody Wants the Night, of Isabelle Cochet directed, and it's about Josephine Peary, who was the wife of Robert E. Peary, who found the North Pole in America. Yeah, it was American. It was the North Pole from everywhere, but yes, that was a fascinating story. We shot last year.
I look forward to seeing you in that.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for talking to me today.
Yeah. My pleasure.